is your mic. So yes, finally, after all the technical issues, we are now again starting the interview. So we have Mercy Abang with us. I welcome to you to Second Life. And how are you?
I'm okay. Thank you, Dinesh. And I am really excited to see you out here. And I'm happy to see that you're doing this very inspirational and exciting show that gives people hope and gives people the need to keep living amidst the adversity or whatever challenge they might have come through from either health difficulties. I'm really happy to see you.
Yeah, even I am happy. And plus, the rice was amazing, which I currently had at our home. It was very good. Yeah. Anyway, so how are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm alive, and I think that's the most important thing. And I've gotten to a point in my life where every day I am alive is more important than anything else.
Okay. So currently, what are you doing in Berlin?
I currently work as the managing director of Hostwriter. I've
Okay.
been a journalist for a very long time, and it's a network of that supports journalists and helps journalists to collaborate within themselves. Yes.
Oh, okay. So, what brings you to Berlin?
I came for my MBA, and MBA, when I was doing my MBA, then I joined Hostwriter. Yes.
Okay. Mm, so, let's come to our main question. That is, what is that incident in your life? And I'm sure we all have many incidents in life when the life turned upside down, or you can say second life for us. So, what is the incident in your life you would like to share with us, which gave you a complete new perspective of life?
Thank you so much, Dinesh, for that question. I do a lot of interviews, but nobody has asked me this very important question about Second Life. I think for me, I've had two incidences, but one of them that stands out was a life-changing one, where I had a terrible accident when I was still in school at the time. And our vehicle was rammed into and somersaulted. If you can see my neck, they were literally pulling glasses off of my neck. If you see, like, so for me, this was a turning point that made me realize that life is something that you really cannot define or tell where it turns to. But when these events happen, it sort of redirects your purpose as a human being. And I think this was one of those, in a way where I think from eyewitness accounts, they had said they were moving me to the morgue when the accident happened. So technically confirmed dead, right? And on their way there, they were moving the surviving passengers to one part of the vehicle, one vehicle, the ones that they thought were dead, to another, and I was one of those that they thought was dead. But on the way, I sneezed, and that was what helped, that they pulled me from the morgue movement to the hospital movement. And it was a really turning point in a way where I could see that all the excitement and the hustle and the bustle and all the things I had planned to do in a week was just put into a halt. And everything around me stopped. And I realized that, these things happen, and you just have to put a whole pause to life, and then you start appreciating the second life.
Yes.
In a way that is, it gives you a new meaning, it gives you a new direction, it gives you a new perspective to how you view the world, to how you prioritize things that matters to you. But one of the most striking things for me while I was in the hospital, most times alone, sometimes with my family, I learned that in difficult moments like this, it is only your family that stands by you. Okay. All the noise shuttens out. And after the family is done, you are the only one there. And, while people have said it over time, that life is a single player game, we don't often remind ourselves about that when we do things. We are all, it's good to have people around you, it's good to have company, it's good to, but then at the end of the day, you're all alone. and it helped me realize the new perspective about life in terms of how I was stuck in that hospital all alone, almost at the verge of, I mean, first it was death, but even then I was fighting for my life. My scalp, if you open my head, it was split into two.
Oh my God.
And the doctor said they couldn't give me an anesthesia because of the condition I was, so I don't pass out. Rather, they said they were going to sew between the head while I was awake.
Oh my
And I felt the highest level of pain that I had never felt in my entire life. I was begging the doctors to kill me
God. Okay.
while they were stitching my head together. I was like, please, doctor, I cannot take this pain again.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. But even at the end of, that pain and that tears and all of that I felt, I got to understand and appreciate life even more. I got to understand that even in that situation, I was the only one who needed to pull myself out. I got to learn how to work. I got to learn, how to interact with people again. But it was gradual, but I needed to give myself time and ease.
Wow. Um, your story stopped me for a moment, anyways. So, what happened after that? So, what is the message you want to give to someone who is going through similar?
I would say that there are turning points in our lives. And one of the most important things that the universe, God, or whoever you worship, I am a Christian, I believe in God, that God has given to us is to be able to have the fighting power to not give up until it's over. And I think that at the core of everything we do in life, it's what keeps us going. It's what allows us to wake up in the morning. It's what allows us to say, it might not be there today, but it's going to be there. And for those who are probably going through the same situation, I mean, look at Dinesh. We went through an MBA together. We were done with the MBA, all excited together. He was in my house. We were laughing. 2 weeks down the road, I heard he had an accident where he was fighting with his life. I think that moment broke me in a way where I couldn't explain. I realized that all the struggles, all the hustle, all the whatever we're trying to achieve, career path, work, family, children, all of these things did not matter. He was just fighting for his life. And if you're going through that situation, you have a family member who is going through that situation, I think I just want to let you know that you have to keep fighting. It's not over. And as long as the person is still breathing, you don't give up on them. You don't give up on yourself. And if you are the one who is struggling with your own life, doctors tell you all the things the sciences and their medical outcomes tells them. But I have seen miracle happen. I have seen miracle happen over and over and over again. I have seen miracle happen in my life. And I can tell you and I can assure you that the only person who needs to believe is you. I've seen people where doctors say they can never walk again. I mean, look at Dinesh. You needed to see him. He can walk again. He came all the way from his apartment to mine. And I was in a place where my head was literally split open, like split open. I'm sitting down here having a conversation with you. I've gone on to school. I've gone on to do career work. I've gone on to have a child. I've gone on to have a family. I've gone on to get married. I've gone on to do, literally, I've ticked almost all the boxes I think I kept for myself. And if I could tick those boxes, I think you too can tick the boxes. I think your family members can tick the boxes. I think your sibling can tick the boxes. I think your parents can tick the boxes as well. But you need to know that it doesn't end in the doctor's report. You need to have the fighting power and the will within you to wake up and stand up and walk again.
So, even your message was very much sentimental for me. Even I got. Uh, Anyways, I have no word for this. So, this was an amazing story and inspiring message for people who think that life is and no, don't worry, life have many options.
Absolutely.
So, never lose hope.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, this was my friend Abang Mercy, and I would say very much thank you to her for giving me a chance to interview you. So please like, share, comment.
Yes, please. I want to say thank you to Dinesh. I want to say thank you for him being gracious to come over and have this chat. And I'm happy that he's doing this to inspire all of us so that we can view these messages and understand and appreciate that if it has happened to someone else, it can also happen to us. But more importantly, we should be able to share it. You never can tell who the persons this message would help, or you never can tell who this message inspires. So you share, you like, you comment, you support this YouTube channel, and you never can tell. It blesses millions. It will bless millions of people out there, and it will also help to inspire someone to give life a second chance.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thank you. Over and out.